I finally bought a Switch 2 for one game only, and it was for Pokopia. For those who don't know what the is Pokopia, is the new Pokemon Animal Crossing / Minecraft hybrid that they're releasing exclusively on the Switch. And apparently the reviews were in, and it is currently the highest rated Pokemon game of all time. And I was just I know that's crazy game that has nothing to do with, like, you know, the usual mainstream line. The core gameplay of itself is currently the highest rated Pokemon game of all time, of all the Pokemon games, including all the spin-offs, all the mainstream games. It is the highest one. And the craziest part, the one that actually made me buy a Switch 2 is that it is 1 point higher than Resident Evil Requiem. From all the reviews, Pokopia is 1 point higher than Resident Evil Requiem. I mean, I guess I have to try it at that point. I watched some of the videos, like the showcase of Pokopia, and apparently the reason why it's like apparently very intricate to the point where like there's like redstone mechanics in Pokopia. I mean, I won't be doing any of that. I'm not smart enough for that type of shit, but like I'm not that type of Minecrafter. But apparently there's like roller coaster mechanics and like music boxes and redstone mechanics in Pokopia. So like they literally like have like some crazy ass like engineering shit in there. So I'm not gonna do any of that shit, obviously. Like, obviously that I'm not gonna be doing any of that, but you know, it's cool for the people who can do it, you know, cool for the player base that has an IQ above 1, which is me. For those who didn't see yesterday's drama, they announced the Twitch rivals to celebrate Women's Month, and the game of choice was the cooking game. And then people were like, "I'm Women's Month," but then the funny thing is that it was overcooked. Yeah, it was overcooked, but it was voted by the women participating. And later on, it was revealed. They're like, the game was actually voted by the women participating. And then people were like, oh. I thought it was like, really funny. They're like, I can't believe Twitch would do this. Like, Twitch would give these choice, like do this to them. And then the people participating were like, we sort of voted for it. They're like, the women participants are like, we voted for it. For those who don't know, this game, the final puzzle which is like the hardest puzzle in this game, it's a little Easter egg, and it got data mined though, unfortunately, for the solution. The fun part was like all the community getting together, trying to figure out like the solution to the puzzle, and it's like very convoluted, very complicated and everything. So in the end, like 2 people data mined the solution for it, and they had to reverse process it to like figure out like how it led to the solution. There was a guy that ended up finding the solution to the final puzzle like before the data mine solution came out, but like he didn't even know how he got the answer, because like in one of the solutions for it, one of the steps for it, like a doll appears under the stairway or some shit, and then they were like, how did he get the doll? He must have cheated. And then the guy was like, I don't know, it just appeared. Like he's like, I don't even know how the doll appeared. It just appeared, but you can get this doll at the end of the stairway, and then you can complete the solution. Like everyone was so confused. And then apparently he accidentally stumbled onto the solution because in one of the steps to the final puzzle, you have to AFK in a certain area for like at least 15 minutes. So you can AFK there longer than 15 minutes, but like you have to stay in that one area for 15 minutes and then also not kill any of the zombies after that. And then also after not killing the zombies, you have to go to the toilets and flush at least 8 times, and then the doll will spawn. And then everyone was like, how the that this guy accidentally stumbled upon the solution, and he was like, oh yeah, I was AFK there because I didn't know what to do. I got really stuck in the puzzle, so I was running around for at least 15 minutes trying to figure out what to do in this room because I didn't know what to do. And then they're like, okay, then why didn't you kill any of the zombies? And he was like, I didn't have any ammo left. And then they're like, okay, then why did you flush the toilets at least 8 times? And he's like, I thought it was funny. I was just fucking around in the bathrooms. So when I flushed it, he didn't know how many times he's flushed it, but like you have to flush it just at least 8 times. So you can flush more than 8 times. So the guy was literally just like flushing the toilets for fun because he was like, hee hee, where. He literally just stumbled, like was tripping and falling into the solution himself. Okay, for parries, can I just hold it and it'll parry, or does it have to be a perfect parry? Oh, guys. Remember I said I had something as... Panama. He's coming. I've been enjoying it a lot. I understand why this game has, you know, when I get to play Leon the entire time, I've been having a great time playing this game. You can tell where the fear starts and where the fear stops.